Good evening, everybody. The radical Dems sham impeachment case against President Trump has all but collapsed. The Democratic House managers have weakened with each successive day, and today seemingly aware that their last desperate efforts to overthrow the president have been reduced from the radical to farce, flailing, and futility. Even Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer could no longer deny recognition of abject failure, today conceding that Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell has successfully blocked the efforts of the Democrats to delay their defeat any longer by calling witnesses. That appears to be over. The Democratic farce coming to an end, perhaps as early as tomorrow. Going beyond this weekend would, most tell us, be highly unlikely. House Speaker Pelosi and the radical Dems lead impeachment manager Adam Schiff throwing tantrums, saying without witnesses there's no real trial and that the president can't be acquitted. Oh, yeah? The callow Speaker and Shifty Schiff making excuses for their disastrous performances and failure to win any support for their evil cause. Any support. The radical Dems lost all perspective, and in the end, mocking themselves. As House impeachment manager Hakeem Jeffries put it, the Dems' case was focused on the president's alleged efforts to seek dirt on his political opponent.
What we have alleged in this case is that the president solicited a personal political benefit in exchange for an official act, solicited dirt on a political opponent in exchange for the release of $391 million in military aid, solicited dirt in exchange for a White House meeting.
Well, Jeffries and the radical Dems are so ignorant and unaware of themselves and their own conduct. They ignored that it was, in fact, their party, their Democratic National Committee, that funded their effort to smear their presidential opponent, none other than Donald Trump, using a fictional, filth-filled dossier, all created by a foreign agent, former British intel officer Christopher Steele, for millions and millions of dollars.
In the wake of the IG report of the Russia investigation, former FBI Director James Comey claiming today in an interview on Fox News that he got it wrong when it came to the multitude of mistakes made by the FBI's use of the Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, which is better known as FISA. Comey's admissions come just days after the Inspector General, that's Michael Horowitz, stated in his report that there were significant errors and omissions by the FBI's investigation team when it applied for a FISA warrant to monitor Trump's former campaign advisor, Carter Page.
He's right, I was wrong. I was overconfident in the procedures that the FBI and Justice had built over 20 years. I'm responsible for that. That's why I'm telling you, I was wrong. I was overconfident as director in our procedures. And it's important that a leader be accountable and transparent. If I were still director, I'd be saying exactly the same thing that Chris Wray is saying, which is we are going to get to the bottom of this, because the most important question is it systemic? Are there problems in other cases?